Huh? What was that noise? Just a box.
Sucker.
Metal Gear Month on Super Beanie-man Gaming. Cartoon mistakes does Metal Gear solid.
So the first one in today's episode is more of a glitch than an actual mistake, as it allows you to glitch out of bounds by going under this pipe and turning to look up. You can actually sort of fly upwards through the pipe to land on top of it. This allows you to then clip through the walls on the docks section of the game at the very beginning, and you can actually get to see the environment in a different way. You can see the tunnel that you come down at the very start. You can also run around the edge of the playable area and really confuse the guards by knocking on the wall from the other side. It's a really nice trick, and you can have a lot of fun with it. It's really cool that you can actually do this in, I think you can do it in most retail versions. So here you can see that we've clipped through the invisible wall that's in the water section, and that's allowed us to actually walk down the tunnel and see what's there. And while there isn't much there, they have actually textured around the corner as well, which I think is quite cool. Yeah, this is a great little find. This wasn't actually me. All credit goes to Dad Ox 90, I believe, for discovering this issue. But I really liked it, and I wanted to include it in my cartoon mistakes. So a good shout out to him. Yeah, what a cool little bonus. So this next mistake I found ends up with Snake mysteriously losing one of his hands during the Kenneth Baker cutscene shortly after defeating Ocelot. While they're chatting, all of a sudden his arm just pops out of view. Weird. Another mistake I found was when Snake enters the "holy shit, that's a lot of dead bodies" corridor. Keep an eye on his back as the door closes behind him. Did you see it? If we slow the scene down, frame by frame, you can see that he clearly clips through the door as it shuts behind him. Ouch. This next mistake is another one found by speedrunners of the game, as it basically allows you to glitch out of bounds in any vent that you go into. So here you can see that he crawls in backwards, turns the camera and looks up, and he seems to clip through the wall, and he's now standing up. And again, like the one on the docks, you can then run on the outside area of any area you're on. So here he runs around the edge and comes back around to the prison cell, and you get quite a new unique view of each cell, which I think is quite cool, because you'd never normally see that. But best of all, it allows you to go into the other locked door in this area, which is where the torture room is. So you can actually get to that bit, skipping several bosses and several hours of gameplay by just jumping straight to the torture scene. You also have all your items at this point as well, so you can do a bit of a messing around, let's say, in the prison cell where it dumped you. So again, I didn't find this issue. This was found online by loads of speedrunners, so full credit to them. I believe it might have been called Spoff2M, maybe BAQ, I'm not quite sure. That's the one that I seem to be seeing when I look at this. So yeah, full credit to him or whoever else found it. But I think it's cool and I wanted to show it. In this mistake of mine, keep an eye on Metal Gear X behind Liquid, as his textures are about to freak out.
Following orders blindly with no questions asked, you've lost your warrior's pride and become nothing more than a pawn snake.
Now, being an early 3D game, texture clipping is quite a big problem in these sort of games, and Metal Gear Solid has its fair share, but I didn't want to just nitpick at all of them, So I thought I'd show you quite an obvious one with Archon's jacket during the Sniper Wolf death scene. This next mistake I found occurs when Snake is listening in to Liquid and Ocelot as they talk about launching Metal Gear. Now, Liquid sees him on his monitor, but the pose that you see on the monitor is different to the pose that Snake is actually in when he's standing outside the door. The arms positionings are just completely different. So on the monitor, it looks like his arms are down, yet really, he's got his one arm up because he's on the codec. Uh-oh. What the?
Huh? What was that noise? Just a box.
Subscribe to Super Beanie-man Gaming. That's an order. Don't keep me waiting now.